If you're married man with kids, you've probably felt this tension, right? You want to be a great husband, you want to be a present dad, you want to provide, you want to lead, you want to protect and show up. But somewhere along the way, you look into the mirror and think, man, where did I go? Right? Your body feels different, your fire feels muted, your joy just feels distant, your sense of self feels blurry, right? Then the guilt hits because even thinking about yourself feels like selfish when people depend on you, right? So today's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you like how to be a powerful husband, a present father without disappearing as a man, right? Because losing yourself is not the price of leadership, it's the warning sign. Look, there was a season in my life where I was doing everything, right? I was showing up for my wife, I was showing up for my kids, I was building, the business, carrying responsibility, holding it together. From the outside, it looked solid. But inside, I just felt hollow. Like I had stopped training consistently, stopped doing the things that made me feel alive. I had stopped protecting my own energy. And I remember thinking, wow, I'm giving everyone my best, but somehow I feel like I'm fading, right? What made it worse was the guilt, right? I told myself, this is what a good man does. And I was told, you're a good man. This is just part of being a dad. I'll get back to myself later. But guess what? Later never came. And the truth like finally hit me. I wasn't sacrificing for my family. I was abandoning myself. And that abandonment was starting to leak out as frustration, impatience, resentment, and eventually like exhaustion, right? The moment I reclaimed myself as a man, I became better as a husband, better as a father, better as a leader, not less loving, just more grounded. Okay, so here I got three things for you. First one, you can't lead your family if you are disconnected from yourself. Look, here's the lie a lot of men believe, right? Being a good husband and dad means putting myself last. That sounds very noble, right? But it's actually dangerous because self neglect doesn't make you holy, it makes you hollow, right? When you lose yourself, a few things start to happen. One, you become reactive instead of present. Two, you serve from obligation instead of overflow. Three, you start slowly resenting the very people you love. And then four, your patience shrinks and your joy just disappears. Your wife doesn't need a man who's empty, right? Your kids don't need a dad who is depleted. They need you, strong, alive, anchored, grounded. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's stewardship. You are the emotional thermostat of your home. If you are disconnected, everyone feels it. Okay, second one. You lose yourself when you have no personal non negotiables. Look, most men don't lose themselves overnight, they lose themselves slowly because nothing in their life is protected. Everything is flexible. Guess what? Except their needs, right? Work expense. Kids need things. Marriage needs attention. Emergencies happen. And suddenly, there's no space left for you. So where's the shift? Well, the shift is you need non-negotiables. Those that protect your identity, not massive blocks of time, just simple, consistent anchors. Example, training your body 3 to 4 times a week. Quiet time with God, even like 5 minutes. One activity that reconnects you to joy. Time alone without productivity. Boundaries around work bleeding into family time because these aren't luxuries. Like they are stabilizers. And a man that has anchor, he doesn't disappear into his role, right? He shows up whole inside of him, right? Because your family needs all of you. They need the real you. Okay, third one. Serve your family from overflow, not obligation. I said earlier, right? There are two ways men show up. Men show up at home, right? One is from obligation, right? I have to, I should, I can't drop the ball, I don't have a choice. Or from overflow, I want to, I choose this, I have energy to give. Look, obligation drains you, overflow strengthens you. Look, overflow only exists when you are filling yourself first. When you train your body, your nervous system regulates. When you connect with God, your soul settles. When you protect your time for yourself, But resentment, guess what it does? And then something powerful starts to happen, right? Your wife gets a man who is present, not pressured. Your kid get a dad who is playful, not exhausted. Your home gets leadership, not martyrdom, right? I'm a martyr. Look, that's balance, not perfect time management. Right order. Let's recap. If you want to be a great husband and dad without losing yourself, remember this. One, you don't disappear to be loving. You don't abandon yourself to be faithful. You don't shrink to be a leader. A whole man leads better. A grounded man loves deeper. A connected man builds stronger. You don't have to choose between just have to stop abandoning yourself. That's it. Just stop abandoning yourself. You are worthy. Look, one of the biggest reasons men lose themselves is because stress gets trapped in their body, right? So in this next video, I'm going to show us the best way to manage stress when physically you feel it in your body. So click right there, and I'll see you in there.